afternoon, Rajex.
Coach, it's been a big day. The news that you have resigned from Mamelodi Sundowns. How hard a decision was this?
Yeah, I think this got two sides of the story, or the answer is one side you say not happy because you live in the team that you love, that you've been with for the last 8 years, and then you'd say a big opportunity and you should be grateful for a big opportunity because of getting an opportunity to be part of this big club. So I don't know which side I choose, but I think it's a double-edged sword thing. Yeah, I gave you the both sides. So how hard and how happy you are, something like that. Yeah.
And I mean, the fact that you had just recently you signed a 4-year contract.
Yeah.
What becomes of that?
Yeah. I guess when I'm Jakes, there are things that you could do. You must know my contract starts according to football. Corona threw everybody off. My contract should be starting next season, which is the season that's starting. But because of Corona, then things are overlapping. And the contract was now part of that overlapping, where you would say, had this opportunity for Ahly came, if Corona was not there, then that opportunity would have been before the contract being renewed. But it was not the case. So you do what you have to do, and you want to stay because I wanted to stay, of course. And I've always said it before I signed my contract that I want to stay and stay in the team. You must stay where you are loved. But football, as it is football, things change. And this opportunity came. And unfortunately, the opportunity comes after the contract is being signed. Yes, there were opportunities of the same team and other teams before, to be honest, but it was not concrete as it was this year. People can talk to you, let's check this, what do you think about this? But this one, when people say, we're sending you a contract if you're happy with it, it's a totally different story to say, I've been sent by the team, I've given a mandate by the team to talk to you, those things. You never take them too serious because anybody can say anything. But you sign the contract and opportunity comes and you feel that it's a big opportunity in terms of the profile of the team, in terms of you as a coach that has never been outside the borders, and you need to come out of your comfort zone, and also saying to yourself, look, you need also to show our local coaches that it is possible that one of us can go to coaching in the big league in the continent. I mean, this is like coaching Madrid or Barca in Europe. This is like coaching Flamengo or Santos or River Plate or Boca Junior in Argentina, in South America. It is as huge as that. So you say to yourself, let me go there. Of course, the risks are big in those big clubs, and if you look at also the record of the teams itself, then you won't be easily going because you'll say, hey, but the coaches don't last in that space. But I could say the same thing when I came to Mamelodi Sundowns. The lifespan of a coach at Sundowns was not even more than a year. It was about 8 months, 9 months before I came. You can make your research because I've made that research. And I said to myself, do you want to go to that environment? But look what came out. Almost 8 years came out, you know. So it has been the same. So it's either you go there and believe what you believe and what you think you can change. And I also know the competition, how strong is Ahly in the Egyptian league, and how powerful is Ahly in Champions League. Yeah, I don't know their record more on the Arab League, the King's Cup. I don't know that record much, but it's a big tournament also. I mean, the prize money there is even bigger than the CAF Champions League. So, but look, it's the biggest club of the century. We all know those things. I mean, you could see how many times they've won the league, how many times they've won the Champions League. You can't, nobody can match. So you want to say, I believe that South African local coach can go to that level.
I mean, I remember, Coach, many years ago, you were still at Supersport and we did an interview.
Yeah.
And you spoke of how, I mean, you were a young coach,
Yeah.
but you had this ambition. I remember you saying to me, even if I go to coach in Swaziland, but I'd love to explore Africa.
Yeah, for sure.
And the opportunity comes and it's the biggest of them all.
Yeah, no, it's a big one, yeah.
What is it about Pitso Mosimane that makes him go for his goals the way you have throughout your career? You know, you people would say, going where angels fear to tread, but you've done that.
Yeah, but it's not that I am brave. I don't want to say that. I will say that I'm being driven by a passion to do things, and I look at realities when Jakes. I say, okay. Ahly was coached by Larante or Lazante, what's called the coach who was there before this coach. He's a South American, and we know the coach, his profile is big. But I could analyze the game, his team. We could play with them. You know, we drew and we won. No, we lost and we won. We lost 1-0 away and we won 5-0 at home on aggregate. So 5-1 in aggregate. And I could see that how he sets up his team and all the things. And when those things come out the way you see, and on numerous occasions with all other even European coaches who are in South Africa, then you start saying it's reality. It is the way it is. Then you gain confidence to say no, but it comes out the way it is. You know, like work with Pahera also, the coach who have won 2 World Cups, and putting a plan and say we should do this and do this, and we analyze the game. And I was one of the people who were analyzing the opponents and present to him, and the game comes out like that. Then you're saying no, but it means the way I analyze things, I'm not way off the mark. So it is not that you are brave, it's because you're saying, what is the competition like? Who are you playing against? And if you do your job properly, you're bound to find those things. So it's not that you are brave. You know, you cannot be brave and say, I don't know how to put it. There's a shootout of the guns somewhere outside, and then you are brave. You want to go see and do and get involved. Then we call you a hero because you are brave. I mean, you got to also manage your risks. So I don't go to an environment that I don't have an idea that it can work out. I believe it can work out because I've played against Zamalek, I've played against Ahly, and not once. And Zamalek maybe 3 times or 2 times. Ahly maybe 3 times, and a home and away. And those are the dominant teams that win the league in that space. So, I mean, what else should I be afraid of in that space? And who they're competing against? They're competing against Wydad that I've played, I think, 10 times against Wydad. So the reality, to be honest, is that. If you can write an article for a local newspaper, I believe that you can write an article in England. I believe you can write an article anyway, as long as you are good in the language. So you can, you know.
Coach, the approach, I mean, like you said, previously there's been some approaches.
Yeah.
How did this one come about?
This one I didn't see it coming, I must tell you the truth. Do you know why? Because the coach is doing exceptionally well there. The coach won the league, I think, with 7 games to go. And, you know, I think they lost 1 match up till now, or 2. You know, and then how do you see the coach, you going in there? You should look at other places like Cameroon has left Zamalek. Then you say probably Zamalek will be the ideal team that come. The coach of Wydad has gone. I think it was an Argentinian coach or somewhere. I don't know. He just left. Then, yes, then you're saying that's maybe where you think this thing is coming from. Not from the team that has already won the league and the few games that they're playing is like official friendly games. You know what I'm trying? And in the semi-final of Champions League, I mean, the coach has done well. So we never saw that coming. But as we say, this coronavirus thing is a tough thing. The coach contract ended. If I'm told, the coach contract ended and he's not renewing his contract. And I believe that he's got an opportunity to be in Europe, and he believes that he's taking that opportunity. So that's how the opportunity comes. That's why I say I never saw this coming. So I would say luck, but I would say it's not luck because they didn't go for anybody they don't know.
Yeah.
So they're saying we need somebody who knows the competition, which is the Champions League, which is a big for them, and they believe they have a good team to win the league. You know, I would presume if I leave Mamelodi Sundowns, they would also say we want the guy who's got an experience in Champions League, who knows how to deal with Champions League, because it's an awkward league. And you know what is funny part? After Premier League, it's a difficult league. It's also awkward, you know. So it is those things. So yeah, I never saw it coming, and I would say luck, but you make your own luck. I've got my history with them, and the coach, we became sort of friends, talking, analyzing the games and discussing. And probably he said the guy over there understands things, but they know me. You know, we have played against them, so they know I have an extensive knowledge of their team also.
I mean, it's you are breaking new ground as you've done in a lot of ways, even here at home. You know, the first Black African to go and coach there. Does it mean anything to you?
Well, it means a lot to me to say, who do you think you are? Why you? You know, and I mean, that team, I think is 1903 or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to know these facts as time goes on, and it's more than 100 years, and then you have a chance. So I mean, you got to be honored, and be humble to that you've been given that opportunity.
How long is your contract?
My contract with them is 2 years.
I mean, you know, the reaction to the fact that you are going to Ahly has, you know, naturally been, will he stay, will he last?
It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about the opportunity. Any contract is not the number of years on the contract. It's how well you do. At SuperSport United, I was an interim coach. And then after interim coach, I was given a 1-year contract. After that, I was given a 2. After that, it became a 3. So it's not the number of years. It's your contribution to the team. You know, people have been given 5 years and they haven't done nothing. And then I think, you know, Chipa gave, I don't know, Dance or whoever, 5-year contract. And we all say 5 years, you know. But you know the story, how the story is. So I've done almost 8 years with Sundowns. If Sundowns could have said we're giving him an 8-year contract, everybody would say, I mean, really, what, 8 years? But you drive your own luck, and your work will always keep you. But I don't move a lot. I've only coached 2 teams in South Africa, and I've been a coach for 20 years. You know, I've coached SuperSport United and Mamelodi Sundowns. and the rest of the years were at SAFA. So I don't move a lot. I don't hope a lot. I don't know why. Maybe I'm loyal, or maybe it means we're doing the right thing. So I'm not worried about 2 years because I know the history of the club. Fortunately, I spoke to Micho, who was at Zamalek, and Micho says, "Oh, what an opportunity you have to coach Ahly. I mean, that team is it's a big team. You've got an opportunity." And he encouraged me. He says, "Don't think twice. Go for it. And if it comes out well, you've got nothing to lose, but everything to gain."